Audio Jungle.
Good morning and welcome to Creature Feature. Today we're going to learn how to set up a snail space so you can keep some as a pet in your own home, if your parents don't mind. Then we're going to have a chat with Aluia about her pet guinea pig to see what we can learn about the little furry fellas. But right now, we're going to have a look at the video about the bird lady who has been helping sick and injured birds for 25 years. From tuis to penguins and even a chicken who has his head on upside down, the bird lady knows her stuff. Let's take a look.
Right, well, go back 25 years and I answered an ad in a local paper. Other people who were doing bird rescue needed people who would come and take some baby birds into their house and look after them. So that's how I started. And so it has got bigger and bigger and bigger. And so when I only did about 100 birds a year, now I do up to 4,000. We have got a little chicken. He got tangled up in some wire. He twisted his neck. And it's very difficult to eat when your head's upside down. That's right. That's all right. Yes, very good. Okay, little one. This is an adult tui. He's got the frill under his neck, so it's fully grown. And he's in a bit of a mess, because he was caught in the para, the bird catcher tree. It's completely covered in sticky seeds. And he's damaged his foot a bit because it's probably been tangled in something and he's wrenched. So, but it will come right. So how about you let go of me, thank you. Good. That's right. And the reason he's here is that he was hit by a boat and got a broken leg and a broken flipper. And in the process, trying to climb out off the rocks, everything disintegrated. The leg healed. He stayed in the water, I'm presuming, but the leg healed sideways. So now he walks like a crab. He gets food all the time. Very lucky. It's a little female, and she's got head injuries. So she's having medication to help. The head was quite swollen, and that's getting better, but she hasn't got balance. So, like the other penguin, a couple of times a day she has a good 40 mils of nice mushed up fish. And the most important thing, of course, is taking them swimming every day. And that's the highlight of the day for most of us. This one's really keen to go. We've got to keep our eye on. This is a new one. You notice the one that's been here 6 months, he's not interested in going anywhere. He says that's fine. Good swimming time. It's good for her to try walking on the rocks, because you'll see she'll fall over if she's in a hurry.
That's why I'm not pushing her back at the moment.
Yeah.
Just so she can have a little bit of a run around.
See, at least she's fallen over. See, straight away.
Yeah. Birds have the same kind of structure as us, so they're easy to look after for that reason.
What an amazing lady, helping the birds that make our country so special. We're now going to watch Becky set up a snail's home so you can have them in your own home. What do you reckon? Should we go over and have a look? Oh, come on, don't be shy. Come with me. Did you know that there are 3 different kinds of snails? There are land, sea, and freshwater snails. The largest snail known is the seawater snail, which can weigh up to 20 kgs. So, Becky, what have you got for us today?
Well, Mark, today we're going to make a snail habitat.
Oh, cool.
First of all, you need a tank, similar to this one. It's good if it has clear sides so you can see the snails, but you can put some stickers on it like we have.
Quite funky, isn't it?
Thank you. The most important thing is you need a lid that has lots of little holes so that snails can breathe. But you don't want big holes so the snails can escape, because we don't want snails crawling around your room, do we, Mark?
No, not at all.
So first of all, make sure your cage is nice and clean. Just clean it with some warm water and detergent, because harsh cleaning products can harm your snail. Once you've done that, you get some dirt. You can get it from a gardening centre or just out of your garden. Just double check with Mum and Dad that there's no nasty fertilisers in it, because they can be poisonous to snails. So we're just going to sprinkle in the dirt, because snails love to burrow. They do this so they can escape and hide from predators like birds. Now that we've got lots of dirt, we need some water. You want a shallow dish so that the snails don't fall in, because snails can't swim. Once you've got a little dish, we get some water, but not too much water, and we pour it in. Now your snails can drink. Next, we want some toys. I've got this big stick that the snails can climb on, but you could use an old plastic toy. They just like to climb on things. Now we need some food. Snails love lettuce, so we're going to put lots of lettuce in, but they also need to eat other things like carrots or celery, because they need a range of nutrients. So we're going to put in a variety of food for them. Now that you've done that, you just need your snails. Now I got my snails out of the garden. The best time to go look for snails is at night, because they like to hide from birds during the day. Be careful when you're picking up your snail, because you don't want to pull the shell off. So what you want to do is slide it under a leaf and then plop it in your tank. Do it slowly. Once you've done that, your snail tank is all ready to go. I hope you've enjoyed today's demonstration. See us next week for some more animal fun.
That's so awesome, Vicky. Who knew it could be that easy to set up a space for snails? After the break, we're going to have a chat with Aluia about guinea pigs and what goes into looking after one, so maybe one day you can have your own. See you soon.
Audio Jungle.
Story to life in Lego Ninjago. Sets each sold separately.
Little Garden is here, which means fun for kids of all ages. It means learning about plants and the environment and encouraging butterflies and bees. It means growing your own food. Little Garden, the best supermarket promotion ever. Get a free seedling kit with every $40 you spend at New World.
Rainbow's End, it's fun on demand. How will you play it?
Audio Jungle.
Welcome back. Do you like guinea pigs? Well, Becky's going to now have a chat with our special guest Aluia to see what we can learn about guinea pigs.
Thanks, Mark. Hi, Olivia. Hi. So, I heard that you have pet guinea pigs. Can you tell us a bit about them?
Yes, so I have 3 guinea pigs. My favourite one is Flossie, and she's got 2 siblings, a sister and a brother.
Nice. And so why did you decide to get guinea pigs?
Well, me and my sister actually really wanted another pet, but my mum wasn't too okay with it, so my sister kind of just came with Flossie one day.
She just brought it home.
Yeah.
A surprise pet.
It was.
What did your mum think?
At first she was like, oh my gosh, but then afterwards we decided to get 2 more guinea pigs, so it was okay in the end.
That's good. So do guinea pigs like to have friends around them?
Yes, so they're very sociable, but they do tend to have sometimes alone time. But yeah, they're very sociable and lovable little creatures.
Oh, that's good that they have friends.
Yeah.
So what do your guinea pigs eat?
So they eat like a variety of fruits and vegetables, broccoli, celery, carrots, apples. Yeah.
Okay, does Flossie have a favourite food?
She's got two. She loves apples and she also loves carrots. That's her favourite.
I love carrots too.
Me too.
What about water? Do guinea pigs drink water?
Yes, they do. They do have to have a little special container that you can buy at any pet store, and you have to refill the water every single day.
Every day?
Every
Wow,
day,
thirsty.
yeah.
Okay, so does that just attach to the side of the cage?
Yes, it does. So it does have to be, make sure so they don't drown in the water or anything like that, and they do have to be able to reach it as well since they're quite little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That is cool. So how often do you have to clean the cage?
As often as you can, at least once a day. Just the hay and the feces and everything like that, you do have to clean that out if you can. Every second day is fine, as long as you clean their bed where they sleep every day.
Okay, could you tell us a bit more about the cage, where they like to live?
Yeah, so they usually have quite a big cage because they do need some space. So if you've got one guinea pig, it can get depressed. So you do want to have at least 2 guinea pigs if you can. Ask your parents first. But they do like to have a little bit of space themselves. So what I have is a 2-story cage. The first story is just for the play around. They've got some toys. They've got a little ladder going upstairs, and that's where they sleep. And they do have some food up there as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so do they like to make a little bed in the kind of straw?
Yeah, so they have like a little off bank that's kind of cut with wood, usually, or if you've got metal, it depends, and it's much darker in there, and they kind of hide in case that they're scared of other animals or they're threatened. They will go up there and they hide and stay
what
in
animals are they scared of?
Usually larger animals such as cats and dogs. I actually have a dog myself. Her name is Lily. So we like to keep them as far away as they can because Lily kind of barks and, you know, they get scared. Yeah.
That's not good. So what's your favourite thing about Flossie?
She's just so fluffy and she's so friendly. She's just fluffy and squishy, and she's lovely, and she loves people. She just absolutely loves people.
So
yeah.
Nice. Did you have to train her to be kind of friendly, or was she always friendly?
Yeah, so you do have to train them since they're very little. If you do want them, if you do have children and everything like that, you do have to train them to be like around a lot of people, but they do give a notice when they're scared or like they need some time alone. So usually what Flossie does, at least, she does scratch. So they do have sharp nails, so you do have to be careful. So always have an adult around her or anything like that. So Flossie will scratch or she'll like squeal, and then that's when you know you can put her away. She wouldn't run away or anything like that, but that's when you put them away.
Okay, so it's important to remember when a guinea pig has had enough. We can't, although they are so much fun to play with, you can't play with them for too long because then they'll get tired. That is good to know. Do you have any stories how when Flossie has escaped or anything?
I do have one.
Oh, no.
So it was I think at night. She actually escaped. I think maybe my sister or my brother may have accidentally opened the cage, and only Flossie escaped underneath the trampoline. And she decided to dig, and she decided to run around, and she stayed on the trampoline until the morning. And my mom ended up finding her, but she was everywhere. There was little holes everywhere that she's made, like a little tunnel. It was really cute.
A little tunnel that pops,
like a tiny little one, because she's tiny, but it was just like a little tunnel, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was awesome.
That is so cute. Well, guinea pigs sound like such fun pets.
They are.
And what colour is Flossie?
Flossie is the only white one.
Oh,
so she's white and fluffy.
Oh, nice. Oh, thank you so much for sharing all that with us, Aloia.
Thank you for having
cool.
me.
Guinea pigs sound like such cool pets, and I'm definitely going to get one. Over to you, Mark.
Thanks for coming along and joining us this week. We hope you have learnt something to do with the precious birds of New Zealand and how to set up a home for snails so you can keep them as pets. A huge thank you to Aloia for coming in and giving us that awesome information on guinea pigs, as well as snails, so that maybe you can keep them as a pet one day. Join us next week where we'll have a German Shepherd and a whole lot of tadpoles. We'll catch you then. See ya.
Audio Jungle.